I think my favorite piece of world building in Bananza is also the one that represents the world building in the game as a whole. So the entirety of Bananza takes place underground, and you may be asking the question, well, if the entire game takes place underground, then where's all this light coming from? Like, there are these giant suns in the sky, how are there suns underground? Now, the game could have simply just not answered this world building question and everyone would have been okay with it. However, the game actually puts the legwork in to explain this. So once you get to the Radiance layer, you discover this tribe of snakes that make these things called artificial suns. Basically, just giant light bulbs that are shaped as different objects that are so bright that they can light up the entire layer. And you get to witness this for yourself when you turn on this artificial sun, and you can see how this layer goes from being just pitch black to just as illuminated and bright as all the other layers are. And sure enough, if you go back to the previous layers that had a lot of light and you look at the sun, you can see that it's not a sun at all, but it's actually just an object that's emanating a lot of light. Like here in the canyon layer, the sun isn't actually a sun, it's a giant bunch of bananas. Absolutely spectacular world building that Nintendo in no way needed to put in the extra effort to add. Nobody would have cared if Bananza didn't explain how the light worked, but they still put the legwork in to do it anyway. This is so far above and beyond what even like Tears of the Kingdom does with this world building. Like seriously, Nintendo's justification for where all of the Sheikah technology ended up going to is the fact that it just disappeared. It just vanished. It went poof. I don't want to turn this into a massive side tangent, but I cannot get over the fact that Donkey Kong Bananza, the newest Donkey Kong game, has a more engaging story, plot, character development, world building, and even plot twists than the latest 3D Zelda game. It is insane that this is the timeline that we live in. But with that being said, I absolutely appreciate that Nintendo really put work into the story of this game as well as the world building and character development. And I hope that they continue down this road in the future.